Sanbonan, good morning. Molwen, I'm very late. I am very late, and I do apologize. I had a bit of a challenge this morning when we were driving through Nopunju. She suddenly had this sudden, what do you call this thing? Bleeding. It just disturbed our morning. So I'm sorry about that. So we just had to slow it down on the road until she's properly cleared up. Good morning, Rilebugile. Good morning, Andy. She is okay. She is okay now. Hopefully. So, yeah. But, yeah. And welcome. It is a special occasion Wednesday. It's my special occasion. Yeah, she better be okay, man. I need to check on her just after this. But I think she'll be fine. She will be fine. Yeah, it was just terrible the way it happened. So, yeah, we are here now, and it's a special occasion Wednesday. It is my day. It is all about me. Yeah, no, all right. I think, yeah, from what I saw, she's much, much better. She can drive, and yeah, without any disturbances. But she's like I don't know what to call it. She has two horns here. I'm a t-shirt to her like this. She's bleeding in both nose. Man. Anyway, but yeah, thank you so much. Welcome back to yet another day to rise again. And my name is Begameva Ncube. I hope niyaphila. Oh man. Yeah, so thank you so much, Deli. It's a special occasion. It's all about me. Okay? It's my day. It is my day, Nje, I told you, you must have your special occasion day where it's just you dress up, you look good, you feel good, Nje, you sound good, So every Wednesday, it's my special occasion day. So ngafaka tie, ngahamba ngeimbambo, it's up to me. I can come here with a vest. It's my day. I just want to do me. If I must talk about just what I want to talk about, I'll just talk about that. So yeah. So we are back. I hope you all are good and are keeping healthy. Good morning. Wow, it's your special day. Wow, let's sing happy birthday for Magwataza, please. Let's sing happy birthday. KG, I'm on fire. On Wednesdays, I'm on fire like nobody business. So, yeah. So, happy birthday, Makotaza. Good morning to everybody. Happy birthday. Let's sing happy birthday to our sweet Sandiswa Magwata. Happy birthday to you, Sisi. May God bless you. Sikfisela nje konke okuhle. All good things. All good things to you, madam. Enjoy nje kube mnandi kube njeya. Don't strain yourself about a lot of things today. If you can, lalela, on your birthday, if you can't do anything big, tatalia 10 rand, go to the nearest chicken licken, buy yourself ice cream and sit there and just say happy birthday, Nje, and muna that thing and just enjoy. Okay? Because it's your special day. So just make sure that you find a way to have fun or to enjoy this day. So happy birthday, inkosi ikubusise kakhulu. All right, so enjoy it nje, siyabonga nje kakhulu. Yes, you must do that. It's your day. Ngisho kuthiwa ice cream ka 2.50 rand, hambo ithenga and just anything that will make you feel hamunati, you do that for yourself. All right, so happy birthday and a huge hug from me to you. Ngithi happy birthday. Yay. All right, so yeah, so guys, ngiyabonga nje kakhulu for your patience. I know sometimes how you can almost hit your phone on the ground because hayibo uphi le muntu iphi le live angitholi, let me rebuke this phone. Not even reboot, let me rebuke this phone. Okay, so yeah, ngiyabonga kakhulu for your patience. You know, the other day, guys, I was thinking, I was saying to myself, I really get humbled on a serious note to realize that there are people who literally wake up every morning looking forward to listen to me. Look at offense. Phone ekare haina network. Okay. So it really humbles me. Uguti, there's people who wake up every morning looking forward to listen to me, you know, and that to me is really a blessing. And I appreciate you for your hearts, you know, for sometimes I wonder, you know, like yesterday I got to listen to, so I do make time to go in and listen to my sessions as well, because sometimes when I listen, Nami, I'm like, hey, who's this guy? You know, and I'm like, hey, let me make a note. What did he say? Tingwele move. Let me go back. This guy, hey, what? Did he really say this? You know? So because I sometimes I feel like I wish I could be you, you know, to hear what you are hearing and to feel what you are feeling, if you know what I mean, you know? So yeah, and I just want to express my appreciation of all of you. Some of you are with us now for 2 days, others for a week, others for a month, others you've been here with us the whole year, you know, and that means a lot. That means a lot. It means lela page ebangifaka lona liyasebenza. You know, so yeah, so molweni and good morning to everyone who's joining and who has joined. Yeah, welcome to yet another day to rise again with me. So today I want to talk to you about something. You know, I've seen, for example, when you go to, or rather, let me do this. Let me ask one of you, or let me do it here myself. I want to talk to you about directors. Now, as I'm a director, right? And I just want to get a proper definition of what is a director. Okay. So it says here on Google, it says director is a person who is in charge of an activity, a department, or an organization. And it makes an example about a sales director, for example, in that particular company. And then it says, what is the role of the director? Your role as a director is to participate in board meetings, to enable the board to reach these decisions and make sure that the company's obligations are fulfilled. The directors are effectively the agents of the company, appointed by shareholders to manage the company's day-to-day affairs. Nyaiza. That battery is always fully charged. Okay. So Sharon to rise again, church. Oh my goodness. Right? So there are people who are, you know, in any company who are regarded, or they play the role of director. Thank you so much for the roses, red girl. You are in with vengeance. Right? So these people are directors. They are in charge of activities, department, and the organization. And just to repeat, as a director, your role is to participate in board meetings to enable, Mamelanama keywords, to enable the board to reach these decisions that make the company's obligations are fulfilled. The directors are effectively the agents of the company appointed by the shareholders to manage the company's day-to-day affairs. Right? And this is why is this important today? Okay, this is very important because a lot of times in our lives, man, you say Jiga, right? Now we are bringing it home. Good morning, blended family. Good morning, Bertha, right? So, and good morning to everyone that I did not mention. Okay, so as a director, you have a very, very critical role in making sure that the organization is progressive in every way. And I want you to also embrace that mindset of being a director in your own life. You with me? You have to embrace the mindset of being a director in your own life. And we can decorate it and call you a problem director. You've seen in other situations, like in your funeral, there's a program director. So I want you to decide today that you are going to be the problem director in your life. All of these problems that you are facing and dealing with in your life, I want you to take up the role of being a director in terms of what's going to happen with this life. You with me? You have to make a conscious decision that from now on, I am going to be a problem director in my own life. Because as we are reading here, a director has a role of making sure ukuthi ungena kuma meetings, isn't it? Board meetings to reach decisions that will make sure that the company's obligations are fulfilled. What are these things that you want to fulfill and reach empilweni yakho? So you have to be the director who makes those critical decisions so that your life can find direction. Your life can find progress. And you must know that the director, even if when the company there's events, a director is not found everywhere, anytime, wherever. These are special people who have a special focus to say we need to steer the direction of this organization. There's a certain outcome that we want to achieve as an organization. So now as a person, there are certain outcomes that you need to achieve. But if you don't embrace that mindset of being a director in your own life, you're going to be continually being a follower, following someone who is taking over your life, following where the problems are taking you. So if you are going to win and change the direction and the atmosphere of your life, you have to embrace the mindset of being a problem director in your own life. Some people have you seen their companies that have actually gone down and under? Companies that have, as we say, iwile. And when they do investigations, they found the directors did not make right decisions. The directors were not actively playing their role to make sure that the entire organization has a clear understanding of where the organization is going, what is required of them, what is the strategy, and how is this going to be executed. So if you don't also, as a person, as a man, a woman in your own life, in your own marriage, in your own finances, you are not the director. Uzobani challenge. Now, Sipo, it's almost 7:30. Are you following me? So it is very, very important, and I'll show you more. Because a lot of things, guys, that we think they are too far-fetched for us. These are the key things that will help us to be progressive in our lives. And one of the things that wait, where are my notes now? Yes. So there are certain things that you, as a director of your own life. Good morning, Celis Kosana. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. So you have to make sure that you act within your powers. What powers do you have as a director of your own life? And I want you to think about it. I'm not going to tell you with what powers do you have, but I want you to think within my own life, what powers do I have? What are the things that I have direct control over? And you have to look at those things and be intentional about acting within the powers that you have. The power to make a decision, the power to say no to certain things, the power to say yes when you must, the power to be to be assertive, like we were saying yesterday. Like Uli Rumo is saying, good morning, my technical skills and mathematical abilities. And how do you employ those skills into your personal life and building your personal vision, pursuing your personal vision? Are you following? You have to promote the success of the company. You have to promote the success of your life. Everything you say and do must be about your development, your growth, your success. You'll never find it a director always entertaining how the company is going to fail. The strategy and the vision is always about how do we succeed? How do we get to the next level? Right? So the company, the director has to make sure whatever you do, you are promoting the success of the company being your life. Everything you say and do must be about your growth, your development, and your success. Very, very important. And he also says here, you have to exercise independent judgment. How's that? LT Craftings, where have you been? Welcome back. Right? You have to make sure that you exercise independent judgment. Because at the end of the day, Mamelani, when we teach, empower, and train leaders, I say to them, everything rises and falls on the leader. Everything. Now in your life, everything rises and falls on you as the director of your own life. You cannot blame anybody. The director cannot blame anybody. He can hold certain people accountable for certain activities and duties, but ultimately everything rises and falls on them. It's like when you watch a soccer team that is always losing. Why are they not changing the players all the time? But it's always about, the coach, and the coach is not playing in the field. But he is the mastermind on how this game must play out, how this team must perform. He's the one who informs and influences them to perform in a particular way, right? So everything rises and falls on them. Yes, we're not daily. Makes sense. So you therefore need to train yourself to make independent judgment and decisions without always wanting someone else's approval, always, doubting and second guessing yourself. You can't, because you're going to delay the progress of your life, the progress of the organization, because you're a doubter. And if you always want to listen to this particular person, to confirm and affirm and say, yes, you're on the right track, you're not going to win, because directors are independent thinkers. They form the strategy. They direct, the destination of the organization. So you also must learn to be an independent thinker and make your own decisions. Judge the situation independently. It's important. And we know a director is not always acting solo. They have a team, there's a board part of that. And now you probably have people in your life, in your circle, which, yes, rightfully you can engage with them on certain things, but you must make your own judgment. They can give you their contributions and suggestions, but at the end of the day, it rises and falls on you. You must make that decision, that judgment to say, okay, I've heard all of these things and they all make sense. So my final verdict is this. And it can actually be totally disconnected to what they said because of how you are judging it. And that's what you want to see becoming a reality. Right? And it says also, avoid conflicts of interest. Conflict of interest. So let me make an example for you. Let's say you are working for, an example? Let's say you are working for Pick n Pay, or laphaya kuleya department yamagwinya. Nice fat cook and a daily, ne? All of these nice things. And then on Fridays when you're off and on Saturday, you want to do the same thing out there. Now you are selling amagwinya, you are selling these nice, Shamira, good morning, right? So you also want to sell the very same thing that is being sold, Lao Sebenza Con. That's a conflict of interest. It's not allowed, right? So as a director of your own life, there are certain things that you need to look at to say, if this is the life I have and these are the things I am all about and I am doing in this line that I'm in. And I'll make the most common example with unfaithfulness, né, in a relationship. So if I am a married man, and which means I have this lovely woman, Upunjuami, in my life, right? So if I'm going to start engaging with another woman outside my marriage and getting involved and doing things and saying things and flirting and whatever, that's a conflict of interest. I am breaking the laws that govern my life. And guys, Mamela, when you break a law, guess what? It breaks you back. Right? So you have to ask yourself, therefore, Guti, in my life, what are those things, which are conflict of interest? They actually disconnect and rearranges my life in the negative, because as much as it is similar, it gives me the same or even better pleasure, but it's destabilizing the key, most important thing in my life. As if you understand. So you need to look at that and say, conflict of interest. My focus at this point in time is to work on this particular thing. And suddenly something else is appearing here that is shifting my attention and my focus. I'm getting conflicted here. Should I be focusing on this or should I be focusing on this sudden appearance now? Right? So that conflict of interest can actually lead you to failing in your most important area, your most important project or relationship or whatever the case may be, because now you are being conflicted by something else that is now appearing on the side. You had a clear vision and direction. As a director of my own life, this is the vision I am pursuing. But suddenly something is conflicting me, is coming my way, and you are therefore faced with that battle I always spoke about, the battle between the good and the best. You made a decision to focus on the best thing for yourself, on the best thing for your future, and suddenly a good thing is appearing. And it's so good, but it's threatening the best thing that you have. You're conflicted in that space. You therefore need to make that independent judgment without being emotional and disconnect yourself from that distraction. Disconnect yourself from that conflict and get back on track and focus and push your life and push your agenda and all of those beautiful things. Are you following me? So being a director of your own life, you are everything rises and falls on you. Everything rises and falls on you, because if you don't, Mamela, at the end of the day, you're going to cry terribly. You're going to weep, actually. You're going to weep. I'm in a space and time where I am focused in such a way that even when I am faced with the good presenting itself to me, I'm not going to give it the energy it requires from me. My energy must be here on where I am and where I'm going. I can look at it and say, oh, okay, interesting. But asikolapo, are you with me? Very, very important, because I'm the director of my own life. I don't want to see this company crumbling. I don't want to see this company going to bankruptcy and being deregistered or something like that. I look at my marriage, I want to keep it intact, I want to keep it organized, I want to keep it harmoniously. I don't want to compromise and conflict myself ngento engekho, ngizoluza into ekhona ngento engekho. Into yami ikhona every day endlini. Kumele ngilandele into engekho estradini. No, I refuse to be conflicted. I'm the director of my own life. I will focus and stay on the mission and stay on track until we achieve these results. Are we happy there? So avoid conflict of interest. The next bit is, Mamela, no benefits from third parties. so aligned, isn't it, to conflict of interest, isn't it? No benefits from third parties. Think about it. Think about it. I'm giving it to you to think about it and comment about it. All right? Not accepting benefits from third parties. Can we be friends with benefits, gay? Not to say I'm going to mess up your life. I will respect. You know, the fact that you're coming with that thought, you are showing me so much disrespect, you bugger. You're following me? So don't accept benefits from third parties. Parties you know you should not be engaging with. Exactly, Wena Shamira. The spirit of Jezebel. Skop diding. Rahaso say. Because it's one. Alright? And then it says there, declare interests in proposed or existing transactions or arrangements with the company. I think that is also so clear. If Gunento Angel is something new that has come in your space unexpectedly, you must declare it. Right? Olisa says, I like this. Okay, so it's like now when I have something interesting coming up in my space which will require more time and further attention, I talk to Upunju. Baby, something has come up. I've got this invite to speak at a particular place or to go and preach at a particular place. I have this person that I need to meet face to face for counseling. Excuse me, or for prayer or for hospital visit. You know, I present those things because they are now requiring me to move a little bit out of my norm. Even if, you know, they also form part of what I'm all about. But because, remember, I have a board. Ubuntu is my board. So I have to take certain things to her and say, baby, look at this. Sometimes maybe I have extra money and I'm like, baby, look according to our calculations, I think there's going to be extra here. So what can we do with it? Are we going to save it? What do we do? Are we paying school fees ahead? Are we? I discuss with my board. Right? So then we now go to that aspect where as we have been addressing these things that you as the director of your own life you need to start looking at. Then we ask the question, Yoguti, are there other things that you feel are important in the life of the director? The board's final decision, yes, their decision is final there. Right? So that is the conversation this morning about you being the director, the problem director in your life, directing how your life should end up, what direction you should take, and what is the future you want to create for yourself, and what's required on there. Right? So I therefore ask you this morning, Uguti, what else do you think would be important for you to be mindful of, or what else would be important for you to also do as a director of your own life? Some lives, guys, when we look back now, you realize, Uguti, there's a time I felt like Ezingwili Elifin, right? Because as a director, there are certain decisions that you didn't do or you didn't make. There are certain strategies you did not activate. There are certain things you did not bring to the board being important people who are in your life, in your circle. Last time we spoke about people who are making decisions without informing their spouses. Suddenly, ubaba ungena endlini sokune-fridge entsha. You did not tell him. Or when you come back home, how suddenly he bought a car, he didn't tell you. As much as it is a good thing, but the process that you followed is flawed. And then it starts creating unnecessary arguments and questions and all of these things that are just messing up the entire thing. So you look back, no man, where I am today. I actually was not good in my role as a director of my own life. When these problems occurred, I did not direct the situation accordingly. And this is why today I feel like my feet are in a deep mud. I'm trying to move, but it's so difficult. So you therefore need to make that decision. You know, one of the things that I want to share with you guys, whether you are a man or you are a woman, if right now you have 2 children, right? You have 2 children from different partners, either different mothers or different fathers. I want you to make a conscious decision. Not to say I want you to. I would really encourage you to make a highly serious, conscious decision about not having another child until you know, Uti. And I know we can argue to say, but how would you know? But don't create a situation for yourself that is going to make life even harder. Abantwana, they are a blessing. Children are a blessing. But I want you to be mindful. You know, we grew up in a situation whereby C7 endlini or C5 endlini or abantwana by 6 endlini. Sometimes some of us will come from big families of 7. And you find that 2 have their father. 1 has his father. You understand? And they grow up in such an environment where different characteristics, not from, one. Hey guys, it's different when you have many fruits from one tree. Umamkulwami, my grandmother, used to say, when we came to visit, Soweto, we used to visit Sibancane, and everyone, namakabish, namazamba, namatamati. Mixed veg. Right? So it's so different because these people are coming with totally different characters from all over. And I'm saying all over with respect. I'm not saying Eswatini, but from different people. So kuno Dlamini la, kuno Magobane, kuno Mufokeng, kuno Chirunga, Chivumbuza, Chiwewe, Akwachuku, ne? So kuxubene kunemoya engafani in that house. So you need to think about the future. As a director of your own life, you have the future in mind. You have the future in mind. So and if right now you are in that circumstance where yes, abantwana bakhona, that's fine. You have the sole responsibility to say, how do I manage, lead, and influence this, what I have now, to make sure that there's a measure, a spirit of oneness, of heart. We're a global village, isn't it? We have todas pessoas, todas línguas. All right? So, and there's nothing wrong about that. But what I'm saying, Uguti, you have the responsibility, guys, to, as a director, you have a responsibility to create the future, to also influence the culture. Isn't it? You have to influence the culture of the organization, the culture of your own household. Angikhulumi ngeculture yakwaNcube, ngeculture yakwaRhadebe, Sebokeng. No. Ngikhuluma ngeculture yasemzini wakho, your own culture in your own immediate family, between you and your partner, to say, my baby man, my baby man, my baby girl, what is our culture? What do we want to experience in this household? We are no longer taking from Ncube and from, we are creating together. We are crafting this vision. We are crafting this life together. Asibonisane sifuna kube njani, kufuna kube nothando, kube ne-understanding, kube, and then how do we make sure kuba ne-understanding? When in a situation where there's a misunderstanding, how do we deal with it? How would you like me to respond to you when I'm angry? Or when you are angry, how do you want me to respond to that? How do you want me to process that? We are creating a culture. We are creating a culture. So i-culture yethu ukwatile upuntshu uyabila uyavutha, but i-culture yethu ithi ngila phambi kwakhe face to face akwatile hey askis exolisa nje kakhulu. What can I do? What should I do to make it right? Why would I? Akwatile kunini ngikhuluma naye, kunini ngixolisa. I've been saying sorry the whole day. I-culture yethu, if he doesn't want to talk, 2 days we're not talking to each other, 3 days we're not talking to each other. What kind of culture is that? You can't live like that. Well, maybe you can. That's what you are settling for. But as the director of your life, you can't allow that kind of situation. You must decide, this is the culture we want to create in this household. La kwanhlengethwa nalo usikompilo esiphila ngalo. Hayi esilithathe kokhokho bethu noma mina ekhaya ubaba wangifundisa ukuthi cha la sikhona manje luthini usikompilo olusha esulakhaya sobabili. Iyavakala iQA emnqushweni bathandiweyo. How are you doing as the director of your own life? How have you been doing? How have you been doing as the director of your own life? Just a reminder, it's a special occasion Wednesday. It's my day. It's all about me. There's nothing happening. I am happening. Right? So take responsibility to get executive education. Zifundise. Ku-level yakho as a director, kumele ufunde, my dear. Inencasa yavakala tata. Enkosi. Ubetha uthi, I'm taking as with you daily. I've been starting things and not finishing them. You will not do well. You must review that strategy. What's causing you to change along the way? You have to attain executive education as a director. And this is the place where you receive executive education. For free, Mayala. My brother used to say Mayala when he was younger. For free, Mayala. Right? So take a conscious decision. Unyaga uyaphela manje, we are wrapping up the year, right? So make time to really review your strategy. Really review how you've been behaving, how you've been doing certain things, how you've been making certain decisions. Look at the decisions you didn't make and assess, why didn't I make that decision? What was in my heart and mind? Beng saban. What are the things you were afraid to do this year that if you look now, you're like, but I should have. Yes. So November. What kept you? What kept you? Right? So that is the conversation today. Be the director of your own life. Okay? As the director of your own life, you know, Wuti, on the 2nd of December, there is an executive meeting. It is being recorded. It is being recorded. I'll send it to the team today. Right? So on the 2nd of December, we have this auspicious end of year function. And I'm urging you to make a decision, executive decision, to purchase your ticket and come. Guys, I can't scream. I cannot scream. Guys, I can influence if I want. But I want you to make an executive decision as the director of your own life to say, I have an important engagement on the 2nd of December, and I'm going to purchase my ticket today and make sure that I am present on that day. That's it. This Friday, what's the date Friday? Friday or Saturday? I'm going to be forced to make an executive decision. Right? Everything rises and falls on the leader. You don't blame people as a leader. You don't. You blame yourself. All the time. All the time. There may be people that you can engage with to say, you could have, why didn't you? But at the end of the day, it is on you. Right? So as it is, if we were to use the yes, I love that, Balisa. Let all directors meet on the 2nd of December. Listen to that. I love that. I love that. Right? So and if I think about the function, it's definitely not going to be cancelled. But I will definitely have to make some changes there and there based on the number of people, based on amount of finances and all of those kind of things. But those who have already purchased a ticket, we will have the year-end function. I would have loved to have the greater board of directors present, so you actually should not miss this one. But if you do, it's your executive decision and no one will hold it against you. And as I'm saying, those who have made their reservations, okay, definitely you and I, we will be together and really, pave the way for the new year. Right? It's a decision. Yonke into, guys, is a decision. It's like this thing where people say, hey, I'm too busy. Hey, you're not busy. This is not important to you. Whatever it was. It's not important to you. You had a change of heart, a change of mind, for whatever reason. I'm not talking about the function now. I'm talking about life in general. Right? So anything that you feel you are too busy for, or where you always give an explanation which I'm too busy, it's not really that. And maybe there are valid reasons in terms of where you need to be and other things that you are committed to. But at the heart of it, you are going to make sure you attend what is most important to you at the time. It could be whatever it is. Like now, you are here because this morning session is important to you. Unabantu abadojile abadoja these days ekuseni because you want to be here, right? In another situation, you these are your people that you always are with, and you evade them because 7 o'clock, right? So yeah, it's all about priorities, and So that being said, my friends, it is a big thank you. My time is up. I want to thank you for yours, and wishing you a blessed day. Not give up your life in. Be the director of your own life and fix what you need to fix. All right? So I'll see you later. Not later. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Take care. What happened here? All right.